book people of the world? It's Wednesday. That means it's comic book day. Let me show you what I got. First up is Action Comics number 984. This is the conclusion to the Revenge storyline. General Zod is a pretty badass villain. Turns out he had a completely different goal all along. The end conclusion to this storyline is going to have some pretty long repercussions later on down the line. But I really enjoyed this storyline a lot, especially seeing all of the super people in the DC universe join together. Biff to the Future, issue number 6. This is the conclusion to this miniseries. This whole story took place in the alternate timeline where Biff was very rich and corrupt. And we get to see the conclusion to his storyline and what happened to him in this timeline. Unfortunately, the cover does give away the major plot to what happened, but not as to who actually does it though. That I did not see coming at all, however, I am very happy with it. Batman Beyond issue number 10. This is round 2 for Damian Wayne versus Terry McGinnis. I personally cannot stand Damian Wayne, but this story does go into a bit of a backstory as to how he became the new Ra's al Ghul, or at least is following in his grandfather's footsteps to a degree. I'm really hoping in the next issue he totally gets his ass smacked down. Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider issue number 5. It's Ben Reilly versus Kane. Their fight takes up a good portion of this entire issue, but as you can probably guess, these guys do end up teaming up. I hope that they stay together for a good portion of the next coming issues. Personally, I'm a big Ben Reilly fan, but I'm even more of a Kane fan, so I do want to continue on seeing what he's going to be doing with this story. Edge of Venomverse issue number 3. In this issue, we go to a universe where Ghost Rider has the Venom symbiote, which I guess it's an okay story, but I'm not really liking this storyline as a whole. It's obvious that they're all going to be teaming up in the different universes, in the different multiverses, and I know there's going to be some big epic storyline in the end, but I was really hoping that this would be taking place in the main Marvel universe so that the Venom symbiote or different symbiotes could be attached to all of these different superheroes. Ghostbusters 101 issue number 5. The two different teams of Ghostbusters in the different universes, their realities have started to merge together. So that means they're teaming up and working together, which this storyline is great. And I do like the idea that the new reimagined Ghostbusters are realizing that they're not alone in the universe and they still have a lot to learn themselves. There's only going to be one more issue to this storyline, so it looks like they're going to be taking on the big bad, whoever it is that's responsible for their universes merging. Thanos issue number 9. Thanos has been depowered by his son Thane, who now has the power of the Phoenix Force. And he's going with his brother Star Fox to the God Quarry to try to get his power back. It looks as though Thane is now becoming the bad guy, but then again, he is being manipulated by Lady Death, or Mistress Death, but still, regardless of this, it looks like in the next issue, either Thanos is going to be getting his abilities back, or he's going to get his ass handed to him again, if he survives the whole God Quarry thing. The Flash, issue number 27. This is the conclusion to the entire Running Scared storyline, where he's fighting up against the Reverse Flash. This is a huge epic battle, and I think the ending to this was something I wasn't expecting. And it's been made clear that Iris and Barry are not exactly on good terms at the moment. But it does open the doorway to the Flash's future and how everything is going to be relating to the entire Rebirth storyline going on in the DC universe. Wonder Woman issue number 27, Heart of the Amazon Part 2. This started out almost like a nice, cute storyline, but it had a really sad, depressing ending. Wonder Woman attends a wedding where someone planted a bomb. Luckily, though, she's there to intercept this. Unfortunately, Etta was hurt really badly, and one of Wonder Woman's close friends unfortunately betrayed her. And the way this ended was just really depressing. Finally, I read Shirtless Bear-Fighter issue number 2. Okay, you gotta start reading this comic book series. I mean, you have a guy who was raised by bears fighting other bears who have turned evil and are trying to kill humanity. Although there is a bit more to it, and in this issue, we start to see a bit more as to why this is happening. And we get to see several different types of bears, not just animal bears. This comic line is really funny, and it's not something you want to take too seriously, but there is some serious overtones here and there. But when you read it, you do have to leave your logic out. I'm just saying that. But anyways, that's my comic load for this week. I also read Iceman issue number 3, but I'll do a separate video on that. What did you guys get? Leave comments down below and let me know. And with that, thank you guys for watching me in this video. If you haven't done it yet, check out my Patreon site, check out my social media sites, my websites, and everything else out there. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Shirtless Bear Hunter, there's a point where he's taking on the bears of San Francisco. I love that. In fact, that was my favorite panel to read out of all the comic books that came out this week.